Have you ever laid in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, hoping your mind would finally quiet down, but instead, the same old thoughts keep circling like a ceiling fan? Maybe it's a memory, a worry, a what if from years ago. Or maybe it's just that sense of something unspoken sitting in your chest, a weight you can't quite name, but you feel it all the same. If that sounds familiar, I want to start by telling you something: you're not alone. Truly. So many people over 60, even those who seem calm on the outside, carry a quiet storm inside. It might be stress, anxiety, grief, or even just that restless energy that comes with getting older, when the body slows down, but the mind, it keeps racing. But here's the good news: you don't need hours of silence, a special cushion, or to join a monastery to find peace. You just need 5 minutes. That's it. 5 quiet, intentional minutes a day, and your mind, your body, even your sleep can start to feel lighter. In this video, we're going to talk about a simple but powerful habit: 5-minute daily meditation. It's designed for real people, living real lives, not gurus or monks or wellness influencers. Just folks like you and me, who want to feel better, sleep deeper, and breathe a little easier. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. That's one of the biggest myths out there. Your brain isn't going to magically go blank, and it doesn't have to. Meditation is about noticing your thoughts, letting them come and go, and giving your nervous system a moment to rest. Think of it like turning down the volume on the world, just for a few minutes. Let's begin with something you can do right now, even as you're watching this. Just take a moment to become aware of your breath. You don't have to change it, just notice it. Feel the air coming in through your nose and going out through your mouth. In and out. That alone is a form of meditation. Now, I want to show you how 5 minutes of this kind of attention can change the way your day, and especially your night, unfolds. Let's say it's the end of the day. The TV is off, the dishes are done, and the house is quiet. You're sitting in your favorite chair, or maybe already lying in bed. Instead of picking up your phone or flipping through the news again, you close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath, just like we did earlier. As you breathe in, you say silently to yourself, "I am breathing in." As you breathe out, "I am breathing out." That's it. Nothing fancy. No chanting, no mantras, no special positions. Just that quiet inner voice, paired with your breath. If your mind wanders, and it will, you just gently bring it back. No judgment, no pressure. Think of your thoughts like clouds in the sky. You notice them, then let them drift. This tiny moment of stillness, done daily, begins to teach your nervous system how to slow down. Over time, your heart rate settles, your muscles release tension, and your sleep becomes deeper. And beyond that, something even more beautiful happens: you start to become more present. You begin to notice the way the sunlight filters through your curtains. You hear the birds outside your window. You start to feel your life again, not just race through it. Now, I know meditation might sound intimidating at first. I can't sit still that long. My mind's too busy. Isn't this just new age stuff? But here's what I tell people: meditation isn't about escaping reality. It's about meeting yourself where you are. It's about being fully here, in this moment, instead of stuck in yesterday or anxious about tomorrow. One man I worked with, a retired bus driver named Harold, used to tell me he'd lie awake every night replaying old mistakes. "I can't stop the reruns," he'd say. But after 2 weeks of practicing this 5-minute breathing meditation, he came in and said something I'll never forget: "The reruns are still playing, but I don't watch the whole episode anymore." That's the shift. You don't have to eliminate your thoughts, just loosen their grip. And the benefits go far beyond better sleep. Studies show that regular meditation, even just a few minutes a day, can lower blood pressure, reduce chronic pain, boost focus, and even ease depression and anxiety. For older adults, it can be a powerful tool for staying emotionally and mentally resilient, especially during a stage of life that often comes with big transitions. And perhaps most importantly, it gives you back something many of us lose over time: a sense of control. Because when everything else feels unpredictable, your health, your energy, your schedule, your breath is always there. Always steady. Always waiting for you to notice it. So if you're tired of tossing and turning at night, if your mind feels cluttered and your chest feels tight, if you just want a simple, gentle way to feel better, try this. Just 5 minutes. You can do it in bed, on a walk, in your kitchen. Anywhere you are, your breath is there too. And if it feels strange at first, that's okay. Anything new feels strange. But stick with it. Your body will begin to recognize the signal. This is the part where we slow down. This is the part where we breathe. And once you start, you might find that 5 minutes turns into 6. Then 10. Then maybe you start doing it twice a day. Not because you have to, but because it feels good. It helps. Now that we've grounded ourselves in this gentle beginning, let's explore more ways to make meditation easy and effective, even if you've never tried it before. Now that you've had a taste of how simple meditation can be, let's take it a step further. Because once you begin practicing, even just a few minutes a day, you might find yourself wondering, am I doing this right? Or maybe you hit that moment where your mind won't stop racing and you think, this just doesn't work for me. If that's you, good. It means you're human. Meditation isn't about doing it right. It's about showing up anyway. So let's talk about some gentle ways to stay with it, even when it feels awkward or uncertain. Let's begin with something called anchor points, and no, we're not going sailing. An anchor point in meditation is simply something for your mind to return to when it wanders. Your breath is one. But there are others. One that's especially helpful for seniors is sound. Try this. The next time you sit to meditate, close your eyes and just listen. Don't try to control what you hear, just notice. Maybe it's the hum of the fridge, birds outside, a distant car, the ticking of a clock. Let those sounds come and go like waves. No need to label them or judge them. Just let them be. When you focus on sound, you're not fighting your thoughts, you're gently shifting your attention. And that's really what meditation is, a shift in attention. From doing, planning, worrying, to simply being. Another anchor that works well is touch. You might place one hand over your heart and the other on your belly. Feel the rise and fall as you breathe. The warmth of your own palm. That small act of touch can be incredibly grounding, especially if you're feeling anxious or unsettled. I once guided a woman through a simple meditation where she placed both hands over her chest. Afterward, with tears in her eyes, she said, "I haven't felt myself like that in years." That's what this is about, coming home to yourself. Now let's talk about something else that comes up often, restlessness. Some people say, "I can't sit still." But who says you have to? Meditation doesn't require you to be frozen. In fact, for many people, especially those with arthritis or physical discomfort, moving meditation can be even more effective. This can be as simple as walking slowly, barefoot on the grass or across the floor. With each step, bring your attention to the soles of your feet. Notice how they rise and fall. Inhale as you lift your foot. Exhale as you place it down. It might feel silly at first, but after a few steps, you'll notice your thoughts slow down, your breathing softens, and your body relaxes into a quiet rhythm. You can also practice this while doing gentle stretches. A slow shoulder roll, a neck tilt, even brushing your hair can become a meditation when done with intention. The trick is to stay with the moment, no matter what you're doing. That's the heart of mindfulness, full presence, one breath at a time. Another question that often comes up is, what if I fall asleep? And my answer is simple, then your body probably needed the rest. Especially in the evening, meditation can lead to sleep, and that's okay. If you're lying in bed, listening to a guided meditation or focusing on your breath, and you drift off halfway through, that's not a failure. That's a success. Your nervous system felt safe enough to let go. For people who struggle with insomnia, this practice can be life-changing. And even if you don't fall asleep immediately, meditation helps soften the edge, that buzzing, restless tension that often keeps us awake. It gently invites the body into a slower rhythm, making rest more likely. Now, for those who say, "I don't have time," I want to ask gently, what else are you doing for 5 minutes a day? Scrolling through your phone? Rechecking the news? Waiting for the kettle to boil? What if, just once a day, you chose to give those 5 minutes back to you? You don't need a special room. You don't need incense or a special chair. You just need willingness. Sit in your car before you go inside. Breathe while the bath fills. Meditate before your morning coffee. Make it a part of what already exists, and it becomes sustainable. Let me share one more story. A man named Ellis, 74, widowed for 3 years. He started doing 5-minute meditations after breakfast every day, just sitting at his kitchen table with the sunlight coming through. At first, he said it felt silly. "I'm just breathing," he'd say. But after a few weeks, his tone changed. "Now I notice the birds. The way the light hits the wall. I don't feel so alone." And that's the magic no one talks about. Meditation isn't just about stress and sleep, though it helps both. It's about noticing life again. Feeling the moment you're in. Remembering that even now, especially now, your life still matters. So if you've started this journey and it feels clumsy, keep going. If it feels quiet and strange, stay with it. The stillness may feel foreign at first, but it's always been yours. All you're doing is returning to it. Let your breath be your home. Let your body be your teacher. Let this practice be your gift, not just to your sleep or your stress, but to the deepest part of you that's been waiting to exhale. Now, as we let this settle in, there's one more layer to uncover, one that brings heart, healing, and gratitude into this daily practice. Because the truth is, meditation isn't just about calming your mind or sleeping better, though those are lovely benefits. It's about reconnecting with yourself in a world that's always pulling you in 100 directions, even in retirement. And there's one last layer that I think brings everything together, something we often overlook, but that adds tremendous depth to your practice: gratitude. Yes, gratitude. Not the kind that's forced or fake, like trying to pretend everything's perfect. I mean quiet, honest gratitude. The kind that comes when you pause for a moment and realize, I made it to today. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. Try this sometime at the end of your 5-minute meditation. As you sit quietly, bring to mind one thing, just one, that you're thankful for. It could be your warm blanket, a bird you saw that morning, a phone call with your daughter, even the fact that your legs carried you to the chair you're sitting in. Hold that thought gently, like a candle in your chest. Let it glow there for a while. This small act, just 5 breaths of gratitude, rewires your brain. It tells your body, I'm safe. I'm okay. There is still good here. And when your body feels safe, it releases tension. When your heart feels safe, it softens. And when both happen together, well, that's when sleep comes easier, your mood lifts, and life begins to feel a little more manageable again. I remember one gentleman in his early 80s who told me, every night before bed, I say thank you to my heart. I thank it for beating. I thank my feet for walking me around all day. It sounds silly, but it's helped me sleep better than any pill ever did. There's real science behind that. Gratitude lowers cortisol, your stress hormone. It boosts serotonin, which helps regulate sleep. It doesn't take long. Just the intention matters. So now, your 5-minute meditation might look something like this. You sit down. You breathe slowly. You anchor your attention, maybe to your breath, or to the sounds around you. You let your thoughts drift by like clouds. And then, in the last minute, you rest in gratitude. Not trying to force anything. Just resting with what is. And here's the beautiful thing, over time, this quiet daily ritual becomes a part of you. It starts to weave itself into your routine. You might find yourself breathing more slowly in line at the store, pausing for one mindful breath before you eat, smiling quietly as the wind hits your face. That's the ripple effect. That's how meditation, even just 5 minutes a day, starts to change not just your stress or your sleep, but the very way you move through life. And you deserve that. You deserve peace. You deserve rest. You deserve to feel grounded in a body that's been through so much and still keeps going. So if you've been wondering whether you're doing it right, let me remind you. If you showed up, you did it right. If you breathed on purpose, you did it right. If you paused for just one moment to listen to your heart, you did it right. This practice is yours. It doesn't belong to some perfect image in a magazine or a fancy retreat center. It belongs to you, right there in your living room, your porch, your kitchen, wherever you are. And if you're just starting out, here's a tip: tie it to something you already do. Right after brushing your teeth, before that first cup of tea, when the house goes quiet at night. 5 minutes. That's all. But those 5 minutes, they can be the most powerful of your whole day. So now, as we bring this conversation to a close, I want to invite you to keep showing up for yourself. Keep returning to your breath, your body, your heart. Let your meditation be a place of rest, not pressure. A place of grace, not perfection. And if today's video gave you something to think about, maybe a little inspiration, a new habit, or just a few deep breaths you didn't know you needed, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and tell me how you felt. Or just say hello. This community is growing, and you are such an important part of it. Before you go, please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. It helps more people find this message. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like more calm, practical guidance on how to live well after 60. You are not too old to change. You are not too tired to begin. You are right on time, and this moment is all yours. Here's to your breath, your peace, your sleep. Here's to living with presence, one day at a time.